First, I want to say, oh, what a night. And I'm delighted to welcome you to the 2018 Spotlight Louisiana event. This is a celebration. The intent here is to provide an opportunity to network and to celebrate and to understand the value that you provide to Louisiana and Louisiana's economy. This is the inaugural Spotlight Louisiana, and we intend to do this at least once a year, maybe twice, I don't know, depending on my budget. But we plan to grow this event, so there'll be at least 100 more of you guys here next year.
On behalf of Governor Edwards and Secretary Pearson, it's truly my privilege to welcome everyone here to this inaugural Spotlight Louisiana event. Here's what really excites me about tonight, this event, this gathering, and hopefully future gatherings. We're honoring the stellar accomplishments of Louisiana small business leaders. So we're honoring you tonight. Recognize what can be accomplished by working together, by sharing solutions for success, and extending the relationships that you guys are building and nurturing through this newly formed LED Growth Network. This is your network. Small businesses are a huge priority for LED and for the state as a whole. What we know about second stagers is that you guys are poised for future growth. And collectively, you are our largest job creators. LED's investment in this effort has paid just huge dividends. And you roll all this together in what we're calling the LED Growth Network, represented by some 275 companies from across the state, collectively represent more than $2 billion in annual gross sales, and employ more than 10,000 full-time employees. Please give yourself a hand for these accomplishments. And let's take a second to look at what you collectively are contributing to the economy. The Economic Gardening Initiative has helped create 1,367 new full-time equivalent jobs. That equates to a return on investment of $11.13 for every $1 invested by the state. When we look at CEO Roundtables, some 131 graduating companies have reported creating an additional 534 new full-time equivalent jobs for a return on investment of $6.23 for every $1 invested by the state. We're doing all these things to try to create a climate that is conducive to small business growth in Louisiana. Because we recognize collectively small businesses together, you're our state's largest employer. So we're very excited about what's on the horizon. We're excited to see this powerful alumni network flourish. And we are truly excited to be here tonight to shine a spotlight on you and your successes thus far.
We're building this thing one brick at a time. We started many years ago as a result of individuals trusting and feeling comfortable with LED. They took the plunge. And now look what we have. We have a very successful program and programs. We met with the governor today. So we're sitting there with the governor this afternoon, and it dawned on the governor that we have, right here in Louisiana, a national best practice. So I want to give you guys a round of applause for making that happen. We mentioned earlier that 17 of our alumni went on a retreat to Michigan, to the Edward Lowe Foundation, to gain further advice as it relates to growing and sustaining their businesses. So right now, I'd like to call up those companies that participated in our first retreat to the Edward Lowe Foundation, and we plan to have another one. In fact, we plan to do it twice a year. Folks, here are the pioneers that went up to Michigan for 3 days to get a better understanding of how to innovate their companies. So I want to congratulate them, and folks, let's give them a round of applause. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker tonight, Mr. Dan White, President and Chief Operating Officer of the Edward Lowe Foundation. The Edward Lowe Foundation is a national nonprofit organization that advocates entrepreneurship as a strategy for economic growth and community development. In particular, the foundation focuses on second-stage companies.
Let me just say I'm really delighted to be here in Louisiana. I want to recognize Governor Edwards for his increased focus on second-stage companies, devoting more resources to accelerate your growth. Through his leadership, Louisiana has become a national model for how to create a successful entrepreneurial ecosystem. And we really hope to showcase this model to other states around the country. Our founder, Ed Lowe, would have been proud to sit here and look at this group tonight. I think you would have liked him. He was a real entrepreneur's entrepreneur. During his lifetime, he secured 170 patents, trademarks, copyrights for various inventions. He's perhaps best known for kitty litter and tidy cat. He'd like to say he was quite proud being #1 in a #2 industry. We champion second stagers like you for many reasons, but most importantly, it's because you're extremely efficient at starting and creating jobs. For example, in 2006 to 2016, second stage companies represented only 16% of all U.S. businesses, yet they generated over 37% of jobs. In fact, it's even higher here in Louisiana. Second stage companies in Louisiana generate more than 40% of all the jobs in this state. Second stage companies make other important contributions. You transform industries through new innovations. They're able to create diverse, high-quality paying jobs, increase benefits to employees, and in our experience, you're devoted corporate citizens, and you really care about your community, your region, and your state. Before coming tonight, I spoke to several members of my staff. We talked about why we consider Louisiana to be the rock star of entrepreneurial support. From the foundation's perspective, our partnership with LED is remarkably productive, and there is true alignment, and we get things done. I just want to reaffirm our partnership with LED and recognize Louisiana for being a national model of entrepreneurial support. And let me just say congratulations to all of you on your past and current successes, and let's raise a glass and toast to new ones. Here's to Louisiana. Jonathan.
We want to make sure that we identify the fact that we appreciate the partnership. So we want to present you with this plaque, which reads, "For collaboration with Louisiana to deliver innovative support for second stage businesses, presented to Edward Lowe Foundation, Spotlight Louisiana 2018.
Thank you. Here's to many more years of success.
This has been a tremendous, tremendous milestone for me personally, and for you, each of you, each CEO here. So we're going to grow this thing, and we're going to make sure that we provide you all with the tools that you need in order to accelerate your getting to the place that you want to get. So I want to say to you that we appreciate you, and We're going to continue to eat and drink, I think, until 8 o'clock. But at 8 o'clock, you need to leave here. You don't have to go home. But you need to go someplace, you know. So with that said, thank you and continue to enjoy.